Hello. We have our next game in Tiki League. I think this might be game 4. And is against a pretty nasty Skaven team. Oh, we only have 270. Okay. I guess I slightly added that up wrong. But, I mean, it's pretty close to what I thought. So, here's their team. Very fast gutters. I mean, there's all sorts going on here that is of worry. Obviously, Storm Vermin, very nice. Throw is actually pretty decent as well. But these gutters are horrific. Oh, did he? No, he just reorganized as well. So that's what we're up against. We've got 4 journeymen. I was kind of planning pre-game to go Wizard, Bribe, Babe. Star player-wise, we've got that disaster. We're not even considering. I mean, Roxana would be good against some teams, but not this one, I fear. There's too much tackle around. Hubris isn't a bad call, I don't think, but, you know, we don't really want to be engaging. We already have a Mighty Blow. Can't afford Morg. Eldril is just going to get killed, and this is an Assassin. Not terrible, honestly, but I mean, it would be fun. Multi-block stab could actually play it pretty good here, but he is going to get killed. The leap is interesting. That's quite a fun style player. Never used him. So I think we're going to go Wizard, Bribe, and I think I am going to buy a Babe as well. It cuts a little bit into our money, which I don't like, but I think we've got our positionals covered anyway, unless anybody dies, which is quite possible, actually. This way we can apply some serious defensive pressure if, you know, depending on how fast we die. So we'll see. Always a scary team to go up against, because they do bash and agility well, right? So Rain is interesting. With his agility, arguably more of a problem for us. I think he's going to go on defense. But we'll see. Alright. Yeah, he's gone on defense. Does have 2 spare players as well. He's going to keep his 1 turner off. So, like, and here's the thing with this 1 turner that makes it a problem. It also has 2 heads. So stopping it going in is nigh impossible because it's 2 pluses all the way through. So we got to kind of like readjust our philosophy here. And I think our readjustment is going to be a run up the side here and try and score in relatively quick time. He's kind of given us that as an option, so I believe we take it. Does mean if, you know, if the kick is nasty, we could be in all sorts of pain. But, I mean, honestly, that's kind of always the case, right? Alright, I kind of want to hit these guys as well, though. Can I hit some of them, I wonder? Who should get the ball? Probably our new blitzer, actually. The rain is really making this a challenge. We don't necessarily need to get up into scoring position, but it'd be nice to get some of our guys over there and then maybe try and hand off the ball. Surviving is going to be a big factor. That is going to be tricky. Is this what I want to do? Deep down. No. Yeah, it's true. Like the basis of our team is good. We've got all the important ones. Does he have kick? He does have kick. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, okay. Tiki's going on the ball side to try and pressure. Is he going to send some guys over here? I'd imagine so. Okay, he doesn't want to fully defend it. So yeah, he's still protecting his players here. Which way the ball bounces is going to be quite important. If it bounces anywhere over here, that's kind of annoying. If it bounces anywhere over here, that's quite nice. I think that might be it. Yep, it went that way. I think we're actually going to try and pick up the witch now. We just have to be extremely wary of the gutter threat if we do not get this. There's nobody who we can really spare here. I guess this is the closest. So go take a hit, because if we could get somebody out, obviously that's a big bonus. Good start. We'll kind of build for the future here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, that's as much as I'm willing to take back. Oh no, I took the witch away. I took the witch who was supposed to be picking up the ball. Well, that's classic. And now I'm putting it on a wrestle witch. I mean, I suppose we would have failed to pick up the ball if we had come over anyway, which we've done. Yeah, so what would have happened there is we would have failed to pick up the ball. I re-rolled it and picked it up, and we'd be fine. Instead, what we've done is kind of exposed it hugely here. This is what happens when you change plan, and you keep changing plan partway through your turn. So this guy can pick this up. He can dodge in on a... so he's 4, 5, 6 for dodging. He just needs to remove one of these tackle zones. Because then he's picking the ball up on a 2+. So probably this guy. So yeah, you come down here, blitz in with this guy. This guy runs in and grabs it, and then dodges back again. On the plus side, we do have 3 rerolls now. Oh, the pylon is controversial. I mean, slightly controversial. Yeah, I like that. So what he's going to do is going to try and grab the ball and then just bring it back and secure it amongst his gutters and whatnot, I imagine. We shall see. Yeah, obviously we rolled 2 1s there as well, which was a problem, but we should have had the ball in hand. Obviously it's a bit unlucky to roll the double 1s, and not that they were next to each other, but still, we shouldn't have had to be doing it. %50% because of the rain, I forgot about that. He's still got to go for it though. Dodge off, so tackle here is a thing. Just having a look at this to see what we might do. That's on tackle, unfortunately. Do have a hit here with a loner, but if it works, we could come up through here. I don't see how I'm going to cancel the assist though. This guy really needs to be here. So we're going to pull some people back. Not everybody, I don't think, but we need to have some cover. For when this inevitably goes wrong. No, it's not worth it. I mean, it is worth it, but it's... We've used one reroll. If we use another reroll here, that's not good. He can't score this turn, so we'll save our attempts for next turn. But yeah, obviously that's... how many rolls have we made? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 of which have been 1, so that's kind of cut our turns a bit short. At least we did move some guys back before we did that, so there is a little sort of coverage to help out here. I guess the good thing from our perspective is he doesn't really want to do a tight cage because that is bad for wizard. But he also doesn't want to do a loose cage because then we can get through. So it's deciding how he navigates that is going to be a thing here. It's going loose. So that means we have a chance on the in. The last few games we've played with elves, we've not had a lot of luck dodging into cages on 4+, but, you know, that could change. What's the plan here, I wonder? Is he going to try and one dice that guy so the gutter runner can get out and around the top to finish off the cage? He's going to one dice the witch, gets a push. And then I presume provide an assist here. Okay, so then he gets to do the 2 dice, which frees up the other guy to... Oh, that's not what I expected. I guess that frees up... Yeah, that allows the gutter to come out more easily. It's 3 pluses, so it's not really more easily at all, actually. Makes it. But he is in a sort of imperfect cage here. Let's see. So I think the plan is just come in here and attempt to strip the ball. What we do after that, I have no idea. Yeah, I really don't. I don't know whether I should be down here. Probably. I guess away from the gutters and towards our guys makes sense. Okay, making inroads, slightly. Albeit not very important ones. I don't think this is worth re-rolling. Even though that means he is going to come pick it up, no problem. Yeah. I mean, he's probably just going to take this in. There is a degree of acceptance about that. If we can get it, that's great. If we can't, we just get the ball again and go at him again. That's going to have to ultimately be the idea here. He nearly caught it, actually. So, you know, obviously this is a 2+ dodge, 3+ pickup? If he can just get a 1 dice on our blitzer, obviously that improves vastly. Gets the power as well, that's pretty handy. Two pluses all the way. This is not tackle. This is tackle. All right, so that's kind of what we expected. Re-rolling that one wouldn't have really changed that. So yeah, obviously mistakes were made and we were punished for it. He got his KO back, which is unfortunate. I really wanted this guy on the field so we could get a shot at him, because this is obviously our big problem. Doesn't always work though, the one turner, but it does work a lot. So let's see. Maybe we do take a safer approach this time, especially with kick. I didn't see kick somehow last time. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Maybe we go beat up on his kicker if nothing goes wrong here. I don't mind that extra reroll. I don't like that bounce though. Very nice. Getting some armor breaks, that's for sure. Ah. You missed a pretty disastrous passage of play, but that's about it, ultimately. I mean, just as when I say disastrous, just bad play by me. Oh, I haven't got... Oh, I've done it again. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Okay. Whew. I really thought I'd done it again. Boy, I am, for some reason, just completely forgetting that the ball is a thing here. Can we pick it up this time? Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I guess my brain isn't quite in gear. But also, I mean, we've not done well with our pickups or anything, have we? I'm glad I guided that as much as I have, but is it enough? I don't know. At least that was a free reroll that time, in the sense that we got it back. Obviously, throwing it next to the halfway line is not ideal. So yeah, one Skaven out is something. We kind of need to start whittling those numbers down, but they're probably going to start whittling us down as well. So it looks like he's just going to come straight through for this. I think if that is the case, the best we can hope for here is that he fails to pick up the ball and gets stuck on the sideline. That would be great, because then we're 100% trying to surf that right off the field. Okay. Well, it's just a learner, but obviously it is still very important because we need as many guys on the field as we can. I presume this guy's gonna come through and try and grab this ball. But obviously he's left this excessively surfable. Probably should come through here. Crazy as it sounds, with 2+ dodges, I suppose you don't want to use your dodge up too early. But you also want to have a little movement left at the end, I'd imagine. Yes, yeah. Okay, fails to catch it, that's nice. I think we have to try and surf both these guys here. despite everything else that's going on in the game, do I really want to use you? Yes, I do. It's a bit of a risk because it's a 2 dice into a 1 dice. But yeah, getting this guy off the field would be so huge. Removing them more permanently would have been nice there. Let's see. Okay, so we actually didn't get a lot from that. Let's see. So now we need to go and try and cause some problems over here. Where are you gonna go? You actually have a block to make, so I think we'll do this. That gives us a block there. I'm gonna leave this guy here because he's kind of tying up 3 rats. Are you strip ball? Yeah, you need to just come back, I think. I don't think I can hit this because he'll take him off tackle. You definitely need to get rid of the plus agi plus move. Yeah, I'd really like to. I technically have a bribe that I should have known I wouldn't be able to use, but I mean, there may still be time. We're, we're only on turn 5, so I mean, there's so much time left in the game. What he would like to do here is get the ball and score at this turn, but he can't. So can he defend this enough to stop me getting it back? We've got a lot of players in good positions. Obviously, this guy being here is amazing. I mean, he can try and dodge these guys off at the end of the turn and maybe it works, or maybe he just stands them all up. He does, but, you know, it's locking down 3 of his players. Okay, he just does 1. Let's go backwards so that he can't grab the ball and run back. Him running this way I'm not so upset about because we've got a strip ball and we've got 2 tackles in the vicinity. Boy, the rain is really making a big difference here. Okay. It gets the pay. Gets the stun, which is unfortunate. I could have used her as an outlet. So we're going to try and make a little space here for somebody to come through. That doesn't work. Well, it only works if we knock him over. Which we don't, of course. So we'll follow that. So that makes things worse for sure. I guess we can just do this. It's not what I want to do. Actually, it's probably better to do this. Oh, look at that. Where are we going with this? I guess here. Okay. Can't get to it, unfortunately. And I can't get more than one tackle zone on it, which is also a problem. Is he just gonna... He can't get in if he does that. There is that. Maybe I should have just come over and fouled this guy with somebody. I suppose it's next turn if things go well. If you're not reducing gutter runner numbers against Skaven, you're pretty much losing. That's kind of how it is. Especially once they've reached these levels. Okay. Witch is going to need to get into scoring position. I mean, you know, unless he scores this turn, which he really shouldn't do, the Witch is going to need to get into scoring position. Just to be on the safe side, that should be the first thing I do. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, boom. I think we go for the witch blitz. I mean, the witch hit first, because we'll get 2 chances at it. Got it first time. Okay. Let's see. I'd like to get it up to here. Okay. Yeah, follow. Okay, so we got that to here. That leaves a handoff next turn, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 2 GFIs. Feels like the most sensible course of action though, because we have a mini cage around it. Which one of these is the... This guy is probably the better of the two, so we'll go for this. Nothing. Okay, we're actually making a little bit of inroads. I mean, we'll see what happens with the KOs, but his team is breaking pretty hard. We'll push him here, because we don't want to push him outwards, because it makes it easier to get around. So we're going to be on turn 8, and we're going to be just trying to probably... unless something happens with this, he could still come through here and hit us. But if he doesn't, I think we just go for the 2+2+ rather than the 3+. Hang on, let me think. So 3+3+. Well, it's just 3+ with a reroll, which is what, 1 in 9, right? So it's 1 in 9 versus a 1 in 36 and a 1 in 36. I think that's still... I think the 1 in 36, 1 in 36 is better. It sounds like it is. I suppose the thing about it is it's better if you if you end up not using it on the first one, obviously then you're still on a 1 in 36, right? Which, I know that sounds crazy. But you're sort of banking on not, you know, you're sort of somewhat banking on not needing to reroll on one of them. He's gonna save that reroll. Oh, he's got 2 rerolls? If he has 2 rerolls, he absolutely should have rerolled that. Oh, he doesn't have any rerolls, never mind. Okay, is there anything worth doing here? I'd like to hit this kicker. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't get the strength I need on him. I can't reach this guy. So there is nothing worth doing here. The only things we should do are surround key players. Just in case we fall over here. Because he still does have a turn left. Could he get in? I don't think he can get in. I don't know why I'm doing that. This obviously makes it a lot more scary. Whew. Oh, the KO's come back. So he has a full team, unfortunately. Albeit it's a marginally worse off full team, and yeah. So we just cover the back as best we can here. I think we put our tackles on the side. We can't stop him from actually doing the one turn. But tackles on the side means he doesn't have dodge with those, and then these ones are harder to run through. I don't think that actually matters though. Actually, in retrospect, with the two heads, he can just go through here, no problem. So, but you know, I think still tackle on the sides makes sense. Even if it doesn't. So we just got to hope that rain and lack of rerolls is enough to stop the one turn happening. He doesn't have a thrower, but he was probably just going to use a gutter anyway. He's going to use this guy to pick it up, and he's going to hand it off to this guy. I suppose he could try and get some extra ground. Hey, Satan Rick, how's it going? Pretty poorly, but I suppose if we can go in 1-1 at halftime, we can kind of imagine that he one-turned on us. If we go in 2-1 down because he does one-turn on us, then pretty poorly, but we'll see. I had some issues on the, like, in my first 2 turns, I rolled 3 out of 4 ones. So that shut my turns down pretty fast, and he's Skaven me. I've got 2 out, and he's got 1 out. But obviously removing the gutters hasn't. I managed to do a double surf with the Witch earlier on his Agi 6 and his Pommer, but neither of them took an injury, so they came right back. I think it's fair to say he was a bit worried, though. But, you know, we just got to keep whittling them down. He can't hide his one-turner anymore. So, you know, that means second half, I guess we just sort of hunt as best we can. Do I still have the wizard? I still have a wizard as well. So, I mean, we're in it. But him scoring here would be a problem. It's been a good game, though. I guess he's going to just try and knock this guy over and then just take it down the middle. The rain has kind of played havoc. Just when we needed it to keep raining. Okay, so that makes this a lot safer. Yeah, so he's not going to mess around. He's just going to move it out of the way, and then he's cleared his path. Yeah, I was going to say that's much safer. You know, he would have probably wanted to use this guy because of the rain, but now it's not raining. This is... Yeah, I mean, he's got no rerolls, so any disasters would be great. No, it looks like it's probably going in here. Oh, it is a 67. Oh, yeah, it's... Yeah, if he had known it was going to be sunny, he could have put the Agi 6 down, guy down now. Okay, so it is kind of game on again, although, now he's fully in control of what's going on. So, we'll see how that kind of pans out here. He did the same thing. Mm-hmm. I suppose the downside is that he's AV6. And it looks like he's going to carry the ball on him, which with the wizard lurking, I would be kind of scared of, but at the same time, who do you carry it on? Actually, I'd probably carry on this guy, come to think of it. Of all of my gutters, this is the one I think I'd be willing to lose. He's not sort of specially skilled in any way. Obviously, he's a gutter runner, so he's still great, but yeah. But AV6 versus Lightning Bolt, I mean, I suppose you just, there's only so much you can do, right? You've got to carry it on somebody. I was going to say if it were me, I'd have it on the thrower, but the thrower is dead, so, or he's out anyway. I would honestly probably carry it on the thrower, at least to start with. I think if anything, all you'd want with this team is to have a few more of your linemen have wrestle. Like, the team's in a really good place, right? But looking at it, the lack of any blocking skills on his lineman is obviously worrying. It's not to say it's going to be a disaster, but just to get that little bit more security in this kind of situation. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't use the wizard. I mean, I suppose we could have used the wizard and then maybe gone in 1-0 if it had paid off, but I wasn't really feeling it. Oh, yeah, I saw the result actually. That's a good result because it was against Norse, right? and Norse are just my absolute. As far as I'm concerned, they're the best team in the game. They just always wreck me. So that's a solid result. Could take this block now. It's pretty safe if you wanted to take it before picking up the ball. And he did. I think that's the right decision. Although, is it actually... I mean, it worked out, but I'm just reconsidering. If he skulls that, it's unlikely you double skull it. If it's both down, you're kind of okay. But if he skulls it, obviously we have a 2 dice on this guy and then we can get through. But yeah, I suppose, yeah, even if you both down, if you sort of 1 and 9 that, you might have to re-roll it. Struggled with all your guard? Nice. 0 guard, 0 might blow Norse. Oh yeah. You say that, but I think that's the team that absolutely destroyed... It's one of the teams that absolutely destroyed my team. Like, just killed them off the face of the planet. When I play Norse, it doesn't matter if they have Mighty Blow or not. They are gonna do some work. So that was a good first turn there. He's not really given us anything. I'm just gonna have to put in a hit on the side here. No dice. I guess I can kind of come over here. We do have another tackle. We've got to be careful to keep our tackles on either side of the field. We're a bit well, I suppose we just got 2 stuns, so there's that. Bit lacking on players at the moment. Good job, my friend. Yeah, that's true. It's... what is dead may never die. Alright. So we just gotta see if we can bide our time and see if if he's gonna present us with a good time to do the wizard, or, you know, maybe he'll just try and score fast so that at least he's, you know, the wizard is sort of nullified in the sense that we're, you know, maybe having to use it more to get a draw than a win. So it's definitely a tricky one. This is a painful hit. KO. I can't, with good conscience, leave that guy in. He's not important enough. I mean, he is and he isn't, right? He's probably just going to hang around in his box here and take us down 1 by 1. It's a good plan, honestly. Maybe we do a bit of attaching. Maybe we base up his lineman. Currently got a 3-3 to get a blitz, so I assume somebody's going to pull in here a little bit. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for stopping in for sure. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Boom. I mean, that feels worth it. Is he not going to move anybody back there? This would be the guy. Just pull him down 1. I don't think there's any good reason not to do it either. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the play. I'm going to go with Operation Base Up as well. I mean, I wish I had a tackler to do this, but... Oh, we do actually have like a 4+, but it's through tackle there. So I'm not liking that as much. All right. That is certainly interesting. That won't do anything. I mean, I feel like we kind of have to go in on this here. Despite the doom it presents. What is that, a 5+ for a pickup? I'm going to drop a reroll on it. It's worth the attempt. Okay. Okay. That's made it interesting. I mean, he can recover it, for sure. But it's in an interesting place. I really didn't want to leave my guy on his killer there. That was part of the reason, but part of the reason was if we make that 5+, which is not that unlikely. It's less likely than likely, right? But with a reroll, not crazy. Then we back off and maybe we just get the ball. And it's quite hard for him to get it back. Because we just dodge back into this little pocket here. And, you know, he can get to it, but can he get to it and retrieve it and make it safe? Not necessarily. So... Alright, so here comes the hit I'm very scared about. Not the results we wanted. We kind of wanted some pushes there. That one will Apo. Because that guy actually is very useful. Interesting that it doesn't give you the chance to pile on. I suppose maybe it did. No, it does. I assume it does give him the chance to pile on. He refused it, and then I got 2 Apo. I think that's what happens. In retrospect. Yeah, he does get successful hits here. So this is where we make a play, we get the ball almost free, and then half our team dies and they get the ball back. But you know, I mean, you gotta try things. Okay, that's a good. Okay, that's not a good. So now you can just pop it here, run in pretty easy and grab it, and then back behind the screen. Dodge this guy up here for support. Oh, maybe he's going to give it to this guy. Maybe he runs down here, up, and then boom. Boy, how many players do we have off? 2. It feels like so many more. Failed pickup here would be potentially pretty tasty. I don't think he wants to pick it up with this guy because he doesn't want this guy holding it. That's my assumption. Okay, so it's gonna do that and then hand off to this guy and then bring this guy over the top, I guess. Do I just fireball this? I mean, honestly, probably. Okay. Yeah, that's a pain for sure. Okay. So I could fireball this. Could lightning bolt that, but do we have a good... I mean, it's not going to be easy to get at it, honestly. I think we fireball this and just see what happens. I hate to use it at this point, but... Okay, that's what happens. Alright, so let's see what else we can do instead. I think we dropped this guy in here. I'm trying to see if I can get a chain push. Yes, I think I can. Oh no, it doesn't quite work. I mean, I can push that guy up. I was thinking... Oh, hang on. If I come up through here, I can. Oh, I don't want it to be a witch, but I don't think I can avoid it. Okay, that is a good result. One dice because I'm not on him. Can I get on him? Easily. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'd have been sort of semi-happy with one. But, you know. That would have given us, you know, potential shot on the ball. I mean, it probably wasn't the right time to do it. I don't really think it was, but we had them all there. If it knocks 2 or 3 of them over, it's like it's so huge for the game, especially seeing as it probably armor breaks them somewhat, right? Wish we had a movement 8 so we could attempt the one-turner as well, but honestly, we just really need to be relying on doing good work here. I actually think I'd probably take this block at this point. Because getting rid of her is obviously a pretty big deal. Yeah, I mean, the more I kind of think about that, the more I feel like I shouldn't have used the wizard. I should have just done the push block and then got the one dice on there. Maybe there was a way to make it a 2 dice. I couldn't really see it very easily. There was. But, you know, it would be really nice to have the wizard as like a backup for turn 15 to try and just zap it. But yeah, you know, I really only feel bad about it now because it didn't work, right? If it works, then we have a blitz left. We can still probably make something happen over here. It doesn't work, so, you know, it feels like it was a terrible mistake. So we'll not dwell on that. Oof. Okay, should be back. This is good. I could use her now, though. That wrestle tackle is perfection for this. Do still have our strip baller, and he did go over with his tackle guy, so, you know, I mean, obviously it was the right decision. Presume he's coming out of here somehow? He's got to make 2 dodges. I mean, it's not hard, but... Is he going to go here? Or I suppose he could go here. Okay. So he's given us a double GFI shot on the ball, I believe. Yeah, I imagine he's just going to hand off to this one next turn and try and score if he needs to. Last reroll going in here. Don't get it, unfortunately. Needed a POW, obviously. I mean, if only we had one more square, right? Got Scary Mouse. Oh, that's probably going to be an Apo usage. Alright, alright. The lack of rerolls is gonna be a problem. I sense it. And here obviously the lack of wizard is horrible. I mean, would he have? I mean, I don't know that he would have done this play had we have still had the wizard, but obviously we would have wizarded at the beginning of that turn in the hope that we broke him or at least knocked it over, and then got the witch over to retrieve the ball. This guy would have come up a lot closer. I don't know. I suppose that's the thing. I'm gonna start thinking about, oh, what if I'd use the wizard this turn? What if I'd use the wizard this turn? But the wizard isn't here, so or pretend he doesn't exist. I mean, something could still it still dodges here, right? A double one, and that's game breaking because can't make the blitz where they want to make the blitz. Oh, the power of doom. I guess we go here and hope that... So my reasoning for that is that now, if they were to try and do get it to this guy, which I don't think they're going to, but if they were, he doesn't have a direct route now without doing dodges he doesn't want to. So yeah, it looks like what's going to happen is he's going to go here, he's going to come down and hand off to this guy. That's my guess. Okay. The game is on. It could still go horribly wrong here, obviously. But that is interesting. So how to tackle this? You get up. I think you just have to get up. You have to do this. That's a big KO as well. In the sense of can't quite reach the ball now. So we'll just get on this guy. That's his best guy for getting the ball off a lodger. We have the ball. I just have to hold on to it ultimately. Yeah, I could hit him, but that doesn't feel sensible. Hitting this guy would free that guy up. Don't know what to do with this guy. He can sweep. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I knew I had the bribe in the back pocket, so it felt worth it. Good news is, well, no, because the sequence of numbers would have moved up, right? Let's not even bother trying to work that out, because, oh no, he got it instantly. Um, oh dear. I think I'd rather have it further from our end zone. Yeah, this is his turn 15. He needs to have a scoring threat here. So this guy's going to have to come down here. Even though he wants him to go pick up the ball. He's going to try and get away from our tackle here. But he also is probably going to try and dodge this guy onto the tackle. The nice thing about having this guy back here is I can at least use him just to mark him up. For what that is worth. Yeah, this is a good move. Can this guy score? He can. Okay. Should I have just brought him up and... I should have brought him up, tagged this guy, and then used her to surf the... Yeah, that suddenly feels like the better option. I can't go in yet. I can't go in because of the natural one turner. He's still on the field. Yeah, I absolutely... So here's what I arguably should have done. Move this guy to here. The witch blitzes this guy up and comes and grabs a ball and then goes stand there. Five, six, seven. Oh dear. Okay, I just need to... Never say I just need to. I have to do it like this. Because this guy is in the way. I think he did a lot of things right, honestly. I think he played well. Because he had to leave his cages loose as well. You know, the wizard was a threat, so I don't blame him for doing that. Letting the witch in there did that ultimately. I think he got the ball after that again. I think we had just enough play. I think the armor breaks were more going in our direction, so I think we had enough players to sort of keep in there. But it took some rolls of the dice that we didn't want to do either. Yeah, and ultimately the interesting thing is the fact I had the bribe made me do a play that I probably should have done anyway, which I've heard people talk about. I feel like I've heard Jimmy Fantastic talk about this before. When he's doing chalice stuff and talking about when people have bribes, they're more likely to put fouls in, which they probably should be doing anyway. So I think that arguably in that situation was the right play to make, maybe even without the bribe, because of how important that position was. I don't know if it was or not, but it did encourage me to make a play that I wouldn't have even considered. He does level his guy that he saved, so that is good news for him that he dropped the apple on that guy. I guess every time he gets a serious injury, he gets serious injury during a game, it's a really tough decision because, you've got so many star players. It's hard to know where to drop it. We got one on a lineman, which is fine. Not many blocks on either side, very even in blocking. Yeah, so this is what I was feeling like. We got the majority of the... we didn't get the majority of the... Well, we did. We got a few more armor breaks, but it was not by much. It was more that we managed to do more permanent damage with them, right? We'd had a little spell, though. We were just knocking out everything. So that was a huge factor. I know he had more players to help make up for that, but in the moment, that's still a problem. Until those players got on the field, that's still a big thing. I don't think either of us had any really bad serious injuries, so that was a nice game in that sense. But boy, was it a roller coaster, and whether we deserved it or not, I don't know. But it was a great game either way. I think I would have, obviously the win was theoretically there as a possibility, but I don't think I'd have felt really in any way hard done by had it have been a tie, because it kind of felt like it was going to be a tie, maybe. But at the end there, with the gutter runners spread across the field, it was like a tie with the potential for either of us winning. So very scary all the way. But yeah, and I think we each had our sort of share on both sides of good rolls and bad rolls. Obviously I had some rough ones in the early turns, but that was compounded by my own bad play. And then the wizard was a disaster, but, they also had some bad armor breaks on their side. So, there was some swings. We also leveled up Loon, which I didn't realize. Let's see what he rolls. just a normal. That might be sidestep. I'd normally go tackle, but 3 tacklers feels a bit excessive. More sidestep feels good. But I'll think that through. Oh, leap? Leap does sound pretty mean. Double on that guy. So that is pretty sweet. That's guard, I imagine. I wasn't expecting to get a guard, but I think I'll drop one on him. And I'll probably bring in player number 8. It'll just be a lineman. So there we go. Hopefully that was an enjoyable one to watch. Definitely enjoyable to play, albeit tense. I really, at one point, thought we might be losing at 4-0, and we very well easily could have done. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the game, Doc. And I will catch all of you guys next time for game 4 or 5, I think. See you soon. Bye for now.